What's up guys, GG Racing here, and in this video I'm going to show you how I configured my ButtKicker Plus to give me the best experience. It took me more than 20 hours of testing and playing with all kinds of settings and software, but I think what I have here is the best way to do it. This will apply only if you run a single ButtKicker. For multiple ButtKickers I haven't tried it yet, but for a single one I think this is the way to do it. So the first thing that we need to take a look on, it's the built-in iRacing LFE, the bus shaker audio that they developed themselves. This is way better than Haptic Connect or SimHub for some effects because it takes directly data from iRacing and it takes telemetry data, it doesn't use sound. So this is the most accurate way to get the engine RPMs, for example. So what I did is I took a baseline of settings that I wanted to have, the most important ones like engine RPM, suspension and curbs, and with this baseline from iRacing I tweak it a bit with SimHub, and I've created some separate profiles in order to give me the best experience for each type of car. I ditched the Haptic Connect software. I didn't like it. I tried it. It's not bad, but it's way worse than what I've managed to do with SimHub and iRacing. So the main idea of this video is to have a baseline settings from iRacing bus shaker audio that will apply to all cars, and then customize it with SimHub. So for example, here I've created, you see in Profile Manager, 6 different profiles, 5 actually, for F4, GT, LMP, F3 and F1. These are the cars that I usually drive. So if I drive LMP, I'll just load this profile, I have these settings. If I will drive F1, I will load this profile. So I will just have to do 2-3 clicks from SimHub instead of always going and change these sliders. So this is the main idea. I'm going to show you exactly how my settings are, and you can play around with them. But the first thing that I want to show you is the baseline, where we start from. So the system sounds. I use 60% from ButtKicker output. So that's 60% from SimHub and 50% from iRacing. You can set this up in Volume Mixer and play around with them. These are the best settings for me. The next thing I've noted here, and you can I will attach this Excel file in the video description. I've noted here for each type of car what are my settings. These are always constant. So the ButtKicker volume, the headphones volume, the MP volume and high cutoff frequency. And also I've attached a screenshot with a specific setting. So this one is always constant, as you can see, from iRacing. And honestly, I've tried different type of effects. In SimHub you have a lot of them. Just look at it, how many are there here. But if you have a single ButtKicker, what I've noticed is that less is more. If I try to have all types of vibrations, I wouldn't know when I'm racing what vibration is what, so where does it come from? It wouldn't make sense because there will be so many things happening at once that it will be very hard for you to understand what the car is trying to tell to you. So I focused on just gear shift, RPMs, road rumble and road vibrations. So suspension, curbs, gear shifts and engine, and it's very good. Like I have almost a ghetto sim rig made by myself and my father, so it's not something professional, and the vibrations doesn't go like how they are supposed to do by design. But still, what I've managed to get out of my ButtKicker Plus was really good. So I think this will work out just fine for you. You will just have to tune in your settings. So the starting point, as you can tell by now, it's iRacing. You will have to enable LFE, you will have here on device to choose your ButtKicker output. Check this cut, minus 10 dB cut, is very good to have it. It will be a very smooth experience with it. And then this is what I use. So exactly as I explained right now, just a few settings. The other ones that are not so good, I've turned them off completely. That's the first thing you need to do. Second one, you need to install SimHub, or you don't need to do it. You can just use iRacing LFE and you will be just fine. But if you want to fine tune it a bit more specific to car, you will have to use SimHub. In SimHub, you will go to bass shakers and sound output and make sure your ButtKicker is here as an output. If you have a single ButtKicker, you will have to check this mono. And also here you will have to use this setting, generated sound gain. That's pretty much it. And then going to effects, you can create custom profiles. I will quickly go through all my profiles here. So as you can see, I have different values for gear shift, road rumble, and road vibrations for different type of cars. But you will need to adjust to your likings. These are my likings, and the powerful thing here is that you can customize it per car, and you can go even a step further and doing like per track. So for example, you have here GT cars with these settings. You can create another profile, GT cars, let's say Barcelona, GT cars Silverstone, GT cars Imola, and things like that. So you can really customize how your car is going to feel based on track and based on car type, if you want to go that far. For me, this is just fine to have this, just this broad profiles, and that's it. It will work just fine for me. But if you want more specific, you can do it. And also another powerful thing about SimHub is that, for example, for gear shift, you can customize way more things. You can customize the effect frequency, you can set it as a high priority, you can do all kind of stuffs with the response curve. So it really gives you a great flexibility to customize your vibrations and what you feel from the car. Another good thing is that if you only use, for example, Haptic Connect or iRacing built-in LFE, every time you will want to have different settings, you can't save profiles. So you will have to manually go to either Haptic Connect or iRacing and change these sliders every time you want different settings and every time you switch the car, which is not convenient. So here's where the power of SimHub comes into place with all these profiles. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have already attached this file to the video. You can also pause this video and you know, go here and see what my settings are. By no way this will work for everyone, as a disclaimer, for sure. These are very good settings for my setup and the way that my ButtKicker is placed on my rig and how my rig is built and so on. But I think it's a good idea, and the idea behind it is a good one, you know. So that was it from my side. Thanks for sticking around. If you want to see more sim racing content, then you can subscribe to the channel, and yeah, see you on the next one. Bye bye.